The blog post discusses the benefits of using local Markdown files for static posts instead of a database, which can help reduce costs. It emphasizes the primary task of the repository, which is to convert Markdown MD files into HTML files. The text simply states the command npm install, which is used in Node.js projects to install all the dependencies listed in the project's package JSON file. This command is essential for setting up a project's environment. The text contains a command used in Node.js development, npm run dev. This command typically initiates the development environment for a project, allowing developers to run their application locally with features like hot reloading for easier testing and debugging. This blog post outlines how Next.js is utilized for routing and generating static site pages through static site generation, SSG, with functions like getStaticProps and getStaticPaths. It describes the structure of traditional Markdown.md files located in the /data post directory, which contain post metadata, title, date, excerpt, cover image, and content that may include HTML elements. The metadata and content are extracted using the matter function from the grayMatter package. The content is then converted into HTML using the parse function from the marked package and rendered in React with dangerously set inner HTML. For code blocks, Prism.js is employed for syntax highlighting in conjunction with JSDOM and styles defined in post.module.css. This code snippet demonstrates server-side logic for loading languages and processing a blog post's content. It first loads all available languages and retrieves a specified post based on a slug. If the post exists, it converts the post's Markdown content to HTML using the marked library. Additionally, it highlights code snippets within the HTML content using a highlightCodeInHTMLString function. The text provides a snippet of HTML code that demonstrates how to render dynamic content in a React component. It specifically illustrates the use of a div element with the class name set to a style defined in styles.postBody and employs the dangerously set inner HTML attribute to safely insert HTML content from post.content. This method allows for the rendering of HTML markup within the React application. The provided function, highlightCodeInHTMLString, is designed to process an HTML string to highlight code blocks using syntax highlighting. It utilizes the JSDOM library to parse the HTML and identify pre-code elements. For each code block, the function extracts the programming language from the class name, gets the code content, and applies a syntax highlighting function, presumably defined elsewhere, using a language mapping. Finally, it replaces the inner HTML of the code block with the highlighted code and returns the modified HTML as a string. This enables dynamic code presentation with enhanced readability in web applications. The text instructs users to run an application and input the post test nath to see an example, illustrated by an image link provided. It implies that this example demonstrates a feature or output related to the app. This text discusses the use of Markdown and HTML in .md files located in the /data posts directory. It notes that Markdown allows for easy formatting, but HTML can also be incorporated for added flexibility. To showcase code blocks, it provides an example using TypeScript, similar to what is found in the testnath.md file. Additionally, it mentions that Prism.js is used for code highlighting, but highlights.js is also an option. The text highlights the importance of implementing features like categories and search functionality for blogs with more than 5 to 10 posts. Categories help organize content, while search allows users to find posts by keywords. However, it notes that these features are not included in the current repository, which primarily focuses on handling .md files. This blog post highlights 2 YouTube videos aimed at enhancing coding and Markdown skills. The first video, Unlock Markdown Magic with Mark.js Today, introduces the use of Mark.js for effective Markdown rendering. The second video, Elevate Your Code, Easy Syntax Highlighting, focuses on simplifying syntax highlighting in code. Additionally, the post includes a script that utilizes the highlightJS library to automatically apply syntax highlighting to code snippets on the page.